Have you ever like saw this chick promoting her OF, right? And wondered, bro, like, do her parents even love her? Or like maybe you were like, oh cool, man, I hope her parents don't find out. Or maybe you were like, and that was it. But like, what happens to an OF chick if her parents find her OF or find out about it? Well, I mean, that's what we're gonna check out today, because apparently, her family found her OF. It's by the YouTube channel Ohmeezzy. So as always, links to the video, links to the channel will both be in the description below, so be sure to check them out. Let's get it.
Guarantee you this person right here probably regret. I got a question for you. Would you rather be rich or famous? Well, I can guarantee you this person right here probably regrets the hell.
Yo, if you have the option of being rich or famous, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that will pick fame, but personally, if you can be rich without being famous, I mean, even people like Eminem in one of his songs said he wanted the fame but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh well, blah blah blah, blah. Like that was like literally one of his bars. But I think what he meant was like he wanted the money that comes with being a great rapper, but he still he said this in interviews. He's glad he's, you know, that he's successful, but he can't even go out and get a fucking burger and eat in peace. So whether it's fame or money, bro, I would choose, like, I'd rather be rich and not famous. But if the way you get rich comes with fame, then that's just something you have to deal with, and I wouldn't mind that as well. I'd be okay with it personally.
A lot of the fame that she has now.
She sent my mom my fansly and a picture of me doing a picture of me sucking a fucking dildo. I said it. She sent her a picture of me sucking a dildo.
Oh my gosh. This has to be a OF fansly work content creators nightmare, is that this content gets to their family. Honestly, this is probably why, if you were actually genuinely proud as to what you were doing, you would probably let them know beforehand that this is what I am doing on the internet. Let's have a discussion. I've seen content creators in that OF sphere talk about how they've sat down with their parents and talked to them beforehand, and I gotta give them a round of applause. And God, that is crazy to say out loud, but I do. This is the reality of these situations, is that this content could get to them without their knowing beforehand, and they're gonna be so caught off guard that you can't be the one to control the narrative in the situation.
Facts. But like, real quick, I get why he's applauding, you know, people or women who tell their family members about their OF content before that, I mean, while they're still doing it, whatever. But like, even corn stars or P stars, like, I'm pretty sure it was like, what was her name? I don't know. I remember seeing a video about it. It was either Lana Rhodes or Riley Reid. One of them. I don't fucking know. I don't watch that content anymore. Thankfully, my life has been so much better since then. But one of them, their family members disowned them. Like, after they found out, I think it was Lana Rhodes. I don't know. But after her family found out, her family disowned her, and like, she's not allowed to any, you know, type of familial events. No Thanksgiving, which is getting ready to come up. So happy early Thanksgivings to you. And no Thanksgivings, no Christmas, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, take me off your emergency contact list type shit. You feel me? Like, that's how her family reacted. And am I sorry about? Do I feel sad for her? No. Do I feel sad for this chick that we're looking at now? No. Because it's like, you chose that lifestyle. You chose your path. Whatever happens, and you gotta accept that. That's just the path that you're on. Shit.
It's my fault. Because she's saying my cousins were looking up my pictures. Like, my male older cousins, they were looking me up. And I said, why the fuck aren't we asking them why the fuck they're looking at me? Why is it always me? Why the fuck is it always me?
Why are you trying to sound like it's why are you trying to sound like it's not your fault? Why are you trying to sound like you want to place a blame somewhere else? Like, if I had a younger sister or a younger cousin, a female cousin, and I found out that they were doing that shit, I'd be in disbelief. I'd be like, no, they're not. All right, let me look it up. That's it. No, they're not. Let me look it up so I can fact check and verify for myself. And be like, holy shit, they are. And then never look at it again and be like, yep, this is what our family member is doing with their life. Disown them at your own pace, because I for sure will. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure any male or anybody would be like, no, they're not. Like, if you found out your family member was doing something like that, no, they're not. All right, let me see. Let me look it up. Oh my God, that's them. And that's it. You fact checked, you verified, you're done with that person, or you might want to continue supporting that person or being with that person, however fucking weird you are. I don't know, but of course they're gonna look it up. What the fuck are you talking about?
Why is everyone saying like, oh, it's me?
Well, it's you, because you're the one getting naked on the internet. I think that this is a total lack of accountability. She's trying to spin this narrative that her cousins are weird for looking her up and we should be putting the blame on them. But to be honest with you, no. And you can do your sex work all you want, but it seems like you are not proud as to what you're doing. And I thought that was the whole point of this liberated sex work OF movement. I follow my cousins on social media all day and all night. If they were doing some weird stuff, it is the family scuttlebutt. That's just how it is. She's trying to make it more perverse than what it is. Her cousins weren't taking her material.
I'm not gonna say better than me, but he's definitely different from me, because I don't follow family like that. Like, I have family members on my social media, but I put them in the restricted list so that they can't see what I'm doing, and I can't really see what they're doing because I don't give a shit. And the only reason I'm following them is because my mom would get on to me about not following them, and I don't want to have that conversation. It's just, the introvert me in me, the shut-in in me. I just don't care. But that's just me.
And getting the Astro Glide and whacking it off, double fisting the glick or whatever. They weren't sending it to their homeboys to say, damn, my cousin got a fat ass with some big titties. They sent it to the family because they were in such disbelief and shock that their cousin was doing something like this. This is Strawberry Tabby. She's one of those Twitch streamers that's whole niche is to stretch the limits and bounds as to what TOS has to offer. And then ultimately,
bro, you should not have even said her Twitch name. Because then other people who are watching this that have that itch to, grab their dick and pull, they might end up going to look at. It's like you're promoting her for free. So if I remember, hopefully we're at 8 minutes right now. Hopefully I'll remember to go in and edit him saying her name out.
Ultimately funnel people in and push people into their OF or their fansly content.
Hold your baby properly and make sure that there's enough milk coming
out so your baby
is satisfied. And without further ado, we should get right into the video.
Now, when you're doing this type of content for a living, obviously it's going to have some backlash ramifications, especially if you're close to your family. And I'm not going to lie, these are the types of people who should not be doing this content at all. Clearly, you have some sort of reservations or pauses or some sort of embarrassment that you are doing this or have to do this in order to make some sort of money. This is not the life for you. Any sort of sex work, any sort of OF content comes with inherent risks that you have to take, whether it be on your physical or your mental. And I'm not saying that these things should happen, but they do happen. And somebody that's as weak as this, who would complain or cry or get upset that the content gets back to their family, shouldn't be doing this content at all. Especially because you have videos out there with the biggest streamer on YouTube doing outrageous content like this.
Oh. Karma.
iShowSpeed is the biggest content creator? I thought it was Kai Snat or Aiden Ross. Maybe iShowSpeed's like second or third, but I wouldn't say first.
I know how I felt.
Bro, she did that shit on purpose.
What are you doing?
When a man loves a woman, Bro, I was dancing. The fuck, bro? Relax, bro.
I'm traumatized.
You're a fucking whale. I wouldn't any.
She knows what she was doing. She knows what she was trying to do.
You see, when you do the crossover with the younger audience to get that demographic to come to your platform with iShowSpeed, who definitely has a larger kid audience, it's no wonder why your little cousins are finding your content. And the conversation on the internet has been, is it weird that her younger cousins are looking up this type of content? I honestly don't think so. Maybe not. But the reason why they are even doing this is probably because, like we've talked about on this channel, people have been bullying these kids in class saying, yo, isn't that Tabby your cousin who is on iShowSpeed? Isn't this her IG with the link in the bio? Oh, I took my mommy's credit card. Aren't these Tabby's bare breasts? She's taking away their...
And remember, there was this girl on, I forgot what fucking news platform she was on, but she was talking, there was this whole controversy about her being like an OF model, and Pierce Morgan was like, aren't you gonna want to have kids someday? She's like, yeah, probably. And he's like, all right, when those kids go to school, like, aren't they gonna get bullied? What happens if they get bullied? Blah, 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 blah. And she was like, they can cry in a Lamborghini or some shit. Don't you know that the rate of self-deletion has been increasing? And so, like, if kids are getting bullied to the point where, like, yeah, your moms or your cousins or your sisters does this, you ain't shit, bro. You're someone you're related to sells their body online for the internet. Fucking KYS. That person might actually do it. I don't condone such an act, but that person might be so depressed and in such a state of mind where they see no way out, and they just do that shit because the woman, the mom, the stepmom, the cousin, the sister, whatever, wanted to make money easily by selling her body online. And like, I think 90% of OF women only make like $150 a month. Like, okay, the fuck? Also, I don't know why people are paying for OF content in the first place when the hub is free. Not that I use it anymore, but when I used to use it, the hub is free. Private browser is free. The fuck?
their lived experience by saying it's always her, when no, I believe that your last name is a representation of everybody. So when you do those things and people have been bringing it up to your younger cousins because you're on iShowSpeed stream doing this, been bringing it up to your sister because you've been on the internet doing this, they also have to live with those sorts of consequences for your actions. And the difference is they don't make the money that you make on OnlyFans. So they're getting called Mr. Pink for no reason. But I don't think that a lot of content creators recognize that there is a price of fame that you have to pay once you get into making the content. And the other party involved in that last clip is somebody else that we should talk about because Speed has a lot of problems with his brother Jamal. iShowSpeed has become a worldwide phenomenon and his brother has been living the life because of it. When I say the life, there's two parts of that life. Of course, he can start his own content creation endeavors and have a massive leg up on a lot of the competition. But after
kind of like Tyler 1 and E-Rob, I think. Like Tyler 1 is known for playing League of Legends. He's known for being a huge League of Legends streamer. I think E-Rob is his little brother. I'm pretty sure he started after Tyler 1 did. And the internet knows that Tyler 1 and E-Rob are brothers. So kind of like that.
After getting basically gifted 80k subs from Speed and Kai, which is like a crazy leg up that he has, Jamal ran into this issue where he found that it is much harder than he anticipated to be one of the best content creators that he could be, or hell, even a competent content creator.
I'm so angry of YouTube and stuff. Thank you for the gift. I'm so angry of YouTube stuff that I want to quit forever. I want to stop being on Speed streams. I'm generally going to stop being on Speed streams. Y'all not going to see me on any other streams. You're not even gonna see me on my dad's vlogs, his live streams,
Wait,
my brother's
live
doing? Streams, his vlogs, his YouTube stuff, anybody's stuff. I'm not gonna be on no one YouTube, no nothing, bro.
Why?
And I'm quitting this, bro. And y'all still saying cat, bro. Y'all still saying cat. Like, bro, this is why. See, this is why I don't stream. This is why I don't stream. Y'all can't support a real creator. I don't even think. Look, y'all just throwing like For all the people who saying this, bro, like, bro, see, this is why. Look, this is why I'm quitting right now.
Yo, talk about being gifted a lifestyle in which you don't have to work a 9-to-5 job like everybody else does. Being gifted a lifestyle where you being just like, oh my, and then you just want to ruin that shit for views, or like whether he's being serious or not, you just want to ruin that shit. Do you think it's good? You think it's the right move to make? Really? You know how many people want to be in your shoes? You know how many people want to just be like, oh, I got attention from some of the biggest creators and from some of the biggest streamers in the space. It gifted me 80 subs each, and then I've got a bunch of followers and subscribers because of them, and other people in the stream that's gifting to other people. You know how many people would love to be in your shoes? But you want to get on a stream and bitch and moan about some minor bullshit when you ain't never really worked a day in your life like that. Fucking pathetic.
Bro, I might just delete my channel after this, bro. Like, honestly, this jump is making me angry day by day. Cause y'all just saying cap, all this stuff. April Fools. Is it April? It's not April, bro. I'm being dead for real, bro. Dead for real. And y'all think I'm still capping? Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna see me on no more videos.
You think your brother's gonna keep paying for your lifestyle? Is that what you think?
No more nothing, bro.
And I think there's a lot of ways that you can look at this situation, but one of the more underrated ways to look at this is that there is so much pressure that comes with being from iShowSpeed's brother. Not necessarily because there's this pressure to live up to the hype of iShowSpeed, but because Speed does some outrageous content. And there's not a level of normality that can exist any longer because you are iShowSpeed's brother. So all the things that you used to do with him, being that sibling who just went on vacations or played outside, no longer exist because of the type of content that Speed makes and the level of fame that he has achieved.
Let's say I want to be a regular kid. I want to be a regular kid. I want to do stuff without a famous brother. Let's say that. I want to do my own stuff. I want to have my brother be the main center of attention. Like, every time I go to school, they bring up Speed, you know, yada, yada, yada. That junk. Like, it ticks me off, it ticks me off. But, like, I just want to be a regular kid without a, you know, famous brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably don't know. I kind of want to hop off Speed streams.
It's fine. That's fine. Do that. Introduce the world to you. Because there may be some people out there who follow Speed streams that are like, you know, they just follow because sometimes they'll do something crazy will happen. They're not always following because of Speed's high energy and everything like that. Maybe they do want to watch someone who's like a lower energy, more chill person. Introduce the world to you. It's fine. You got that head start. Just show them, but just make sure you reinforce the fact that, hey, I'm not my brother. I'm my own person. This is what I like to do. This is me, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Just go with that. If they stick around, they do. If they don't, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But just be you. It's fine. But you still have a head start. The fuck you talking about?
For like 80, not 80 years, but like, you know, for like at least 3 years and see how it is. I want to cut contact with everybody over there.
No, you don't.
And just be myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to say, like, take a break off of Speed streams, take a break off of like streaming in general, and start, you know, worrying about myself. You know what I'm saying?
You see, it's kind of hard living in that person's shadow, and I can kind of attest to this based off of my brother and who he is in the content creation lane. But it can be hard. Wait, that's your
brother?
And I can kind of attest to this based off of my brother and who.
I didn't know that was his brother. Shit, what was his name again? I know he used to do like the videos with Agent. I didn't know that was his brother. Holy shit.
who he is in the content creation lane, but it can be hard to establish yourself or live some level of normal life based off of who your family members are. And content is 24/7. It's a constant cycle that involves a lot of the people around you. There is no escaping the actions that your brother, sister, cousins, parents, or even relationships or couples, there's no way to escape the actions that the other parties involved in these things do when it's posted on the internet. Now, because content creation is something that a lot of people want to get into, it makes sense why you would want to possibly still be involved with it, even if you have a successful brother, and you may be able to go about doing it in the same ways that John David Washington did, you know, son of Denzel Washington. But ultimately, it still may not prove to be beneficial. And because content creation is so big, people that are also a part of these parties but not the main character, you know, the center of attention, as IShowSpeed's brother Jamal mentioned, may still want to get involved in it, but it's going to be very hard. You got to try to separate yourself, kind of like Bronny James when he switched his name from LeBron James Jr. to Bronny James. But ultimately, as we've seen in this year's draft and, you know, going forward, it still seems like you will always live in their shadow. Now, me personally, I think I've been able to do some sort of decent enough job that people don't know that me and my brother have the connection that we have, even though we are on content together quite often. Hell, I know that for a fact I will still get comments underneath this comment section that say, hey, I didn't know you were Lowe's brother. Yes. Low from Playback. Yes, I am his brother. Can only
that's his name. That's his name, Low. And yeah, Playback. Yeah, that's yeah. I didn't know. Holy shit. But you see, he's already established himself as his own person. I didn't even like recognize him with a member from the Playback team. Like, bro, what?
Imagine what it would be like if I was Kai Cenat's brother or IShowSpeed's brother or any of the biggest content creators in the world, siblings or friends or cousins that are also trying to do this while getting the allegations of being somebody who is a coattail rider or a clout chaser. But I have to commend Speed because he is at least keeping his brother involved in the content because he can. And this is a price of fame that a lot of the famous people don't like to look at before they get into it, is that you're gonna have to make those sacrifices going down the line where you won't be able to see your family, you won't be able to see your brothers, you won't be able to see your sisters, and it will affect your emotions heavily.
You talking to me? I know he's not talking to me, because no, I won't. Like, bro, when my numbers start jumping up, and I start getting up there in like fame, quote unquote, as the introvert and shut-in that I am, I'm already not gonna be trying to involve I barely call my brother now. Like, there's a story, there's not just a story behind that, but there's also who I am behind that, because introvert, shut in. But like, what? That's something that I will never have to worry about.
Because they'll blame you, like, and they'll be like, oh, we're distant now or whatever. My sisters miss me so bad. We was just getting into it because it's like, it do be hard to like maintain a relationship with somebody you grew up with and then try to like travel the whole world and like please so many other people. And it's like, you still got to pay attention to them. So it's a lot, you know, but I'm trying to deal with it. Yeah. Shout out my sisters. I miss them.
Shit, I will never know that pain. Simply because I'd be like, what, my brother? My family? What about him? No, I don't talk to him. I never did. It was just me. Like, there's no difference here. It's like, show me the difference between these two pictures. Well, they're both hands, sir. Exactly. There is no difference. What you mean?
I mean, I know all about it. I mean, I left my home country when I was much younger, and I think that it is there's no other way to put it. I don't mean to scare you or whatever, but ultimately following your dreams, there is sacrifice that comes with that.
Yeah.
And I think the family thing is the ultimate sacrifice when you leave the people behind that you love, and you just don't, they're always going to be there, but you just don't get all that time.
And it's sad because they'll blame you, like, and they'll be like, oh, we're distant now or whatever. And it's like, I don't mean to be. It's just like, I can't be in another country and also be as close to you as I was when we was 5.
Yeah.
You're distant now or whatever. Fuck you mean? I was always distant. That's who I am. Are we done? Can I hang up now? Bye. Click.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's all love. At the end of the day, I appreciate that they even miss me. you know, because some people's siblings don't care about them.
I know, it
So-
breaks my heart.
Now, it's definitely sad because Ice Spice and some other content creators have talked about the sacrifices that they've had to make in regards to family quite often, and it's ultimately a necessary evil, but that doesn't mean that the journey becomes any easier just because you have to do it.
Wait, was that who that was? That was Ice Spice? I thought that was Sexy Red because he was like wearing red and she had red hair. I don't know. I don't care.
Think it can become harder, and sometimes it can make you even think if this is all worth it and cause you to have some sort of mental breakdown like AMP Chris did when he was doing his subathon recently to go through the Wukong gang, but he was definitely missing his mom in this situation. Now, it's definitely sad because Ice Spice and some other content creators have talked about the sacrifices that they've had to make in regards to family quite often in their journey to success, and it's a necessary evil, but it's something that you have to do. And the reason why I feel for Chris a lot is because this isn't even necessarily the life that he chose. He started off as the AMP editor and grew to being an on-camera personality, but now this whole streaming game, this new content lane that they've discovered, has had him be peer pressured by fans and people that love the group to become one of these people. But from the Chris that I know, he likes to make movies, which can be taken over long periods of time, which means that he'll be able to still have some sort of balance between work and life. When you get into the whole streaming game, there is no way that you can adequately balance those two and still grow a platform like Chris is on the journey of growing. And ultimately, this is a price of fame that nobody talks about because it is something that is just supposed to be a shut up and dance type situation. Hey, nobody told you to stream, you can always cut it off. But no, it's harder than what it looks like. I think another price of fame that people don't talk about is ultimately there's going to be a point where you lose yourself in the content and with the newfound status that you have.
Lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you never better let it go. You better lose yourself in the content the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot to not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Go. Same vibe. Same vibe.
You'll face a set of unique challenges that honestly only a certain number of people can deal with, kind of like the Chris situation in which we were talking about. In the rest of Chris's breakdown, he talks about having constant scrutiny and constant opinions being thrown on him from these parts of the internet, and honestly a lot of people aren't there to sympathize him or care to see what he's saying because hey, you make a shit ton of money, but at the end of the day he is still a real human who still has real emotions. Now, there is a conversation that some of these content creators have brought some of these things onto themselves. I don't know how you would bring like your mother being stalked upon yourself, but the audience
We can't
that you
do that.
cultivate can play a part into some of these actions and behaviors. Casey Neistat's examples of him hanging out with people in public seems to be a much different interaction than, I don't know, I Show Speed going out there in public. But at the end of the day, none of this is a justification for some of the links that people go to in order to do crazy things or emotional damages that these content creators have to suffer as they are famous. None of it is a justification. And then there's also the portion of losing yourself, your authentic self in these situations where you grow. A lot of people
No. In my opinion, that's only when people are playing a character from the jump. Like, in my opinion, it's when people are not being their true selves from the jump. They're playing a character, or they're trying to really play out. They're trying to overreact of who they actually are in order to get, you know, views, subscribers, all that other shit. In my opinion, that doesn't actually happen, or at least the people who stay true to themselves from the jump, like me so far. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I say so far, but let's be real. Like, I'm not about to change. I'm always gonna be me. Like, I'm that chill person. I don't try to overreact for some type of shit. I don't try to do or say anything that will try to get me clips and go viral. I'm just me. That's it. Yeah, I would like, you know, people to watch my videos, but I'm not about to like sell my soul for that type of shit. You feel me? I ain't about to like not be me just to get your attention. Like, if you're still watching from this point, then cool. If you're not, it's whatever. But I'm still me at the end of the day. It's all good. Shit.
Around these content creators, form some sort of parasocial relationship with them because they feel like they're being their authentic selves. But what happens far often than not is the fact that once you grow, things start to become way more corporate. Hell, there might even be an argument that streaming is becoming more corporate. There's a mass appeal to this when you go the corporate route, when you button up, when you polish up. However, that core fan base can turn off so quickly based off of the actions that you do take in your road to success. People like to look at A&P for an example of this. This is not me making any sort of criticism or an indictment on A&P. They have reached new heights and new limits and levels that nobody could think of. However, there has been this sentiment that continues to grow that says these guys are so much different than what they started off as. It's honestly a turnoff. Now, this could be the natural progression. Hell, LeBron had to get a jump shot at one point in time.
Wait, are you gonna show us like an example?
You know, he couldn't stay going to the rim. He's 40 years old. But this does still rub some people the wrong way, and it's just something that you're gonna have to live with. And with you changing yourself over time as your content starts to change and you starts to grow as an individual, those people who were there with you from the beginning that saw you at this certain level will change on you as well. I saw recently that Duke Dennis was now being called ugly because he did a complex interview with Speedy, and I thought it was a little bit hilarious because Duke has literally had the same face for the longest of time. It's just that these weirdos on the internet now are doing some sort of micro analyzing of who he is or what he looks like. But when we talk about,
is it because of is it because of the looks maxing that's been happening? Like when people were like, all right, you have to looks max in order to be this amount beautiful, and then people would post screenshots of themselves. I've been looks maxing for this amount of time, how I look, and people are like, well, you still need to do this, this, and this. I would give you a 5 out of 10. Was it the looks maxing people? Was it the looks maxing people that were like, or was it like an ex that just hated his guts? And it was like, oh, this nigga ugly, like on an alt account. This nigga ugly. Was that kind of shit? It was probably that kind of shit, or the looks maxing people. I don't know.
Really turning on Duke Dennis, there was one woman who blessed the internet with this marvelous piece of content to show how miserable of a person she is. She had these high expectations of Duke Dennis and turned on him when she got rejected.
Damn.
In the story every day.
See?
But I also like, and I'm sorry, I didn't acknowledge it either. But goddamn, nigga. Okay.
I said, I don't say you. I said 6.
God, okay. Okay, I'm not finna. Goddamn. My arms got tired. But like I said, and this is no hate to her. I still think she's like, you know what I'm saying, a beautiful woman. But like, just because I didn't respond and shit, you can't go to hating me for no reason. I didn't do anything to you, baby. God damn, baby, I didn't do shit to you at the end of the day. But there's a lot of people though, chat. I've come to the realization that like, no bullshit, a lot of people don't like me for no reason.
Now, the lady in question saw this video and had to clap back at Duke Dennis by responding as to what she was really reaching out to him for. And this is where she starts to paint this narrative about Duke Dennis being some sort of bad guy.
There was a time when I had a crush on Duke Dennis, but now
That was the girl? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, like she kind of looked like a little ballooned, like everybody has a shape and hers was like a potato.
so disgusted by his character. I don't even see him as attractive. Like, I don't even care to keep up with him. He doesn't matter to me anymore. He has now made it onto the list of all the black men who got a little bit of fame, got a little bit of money.
Bro, like you can see the folds in her neck, bro. Like, okay, bro.
And suddenly, America stopped being shitty for them. So much that they forget they're still black. You're still black in America. And they forget it so fucking much that they ignore Marcellus Williams. They ignore the cries of so many black people. The black people who platform them, by the way. They ignore the cries of all the black people who are saying, hey, we need your voice, we need your platform to help shed light onto this so this doesn't become a trend. So white people murdering black people does not become a fucking trend. It's sad to say, but I think he's made it over to that buck broken fucked up the ass. You know, I need my platform. I need white men to keep giving me my money and my paycheck. He's one of those black people now. The black men who say they want to lead the community, they're leaders, they're men, you know, they don't bow to anybody because they are men. You just give them the right amount of money and suddenly they're bowing to white men, they're sucking white men's dicks. I'm genuinely leaving Duke Dennis behind because
You sound like you're a hater. It's right now. It just sounds like you're a hater. Like you, it's like she doesn't hate. It's not just she. It's not just hate towards Duke Dance, but it's hate towards black men who make it. You know, like a lot of them come back to their families and shit. A lot of them try to go back to the hood and try to help out if they can. But at the same time, there's reasons that some of them can't, because when you leave the hood and you got some money in your pocket, if you try to go back, them same niggas that you were calling your friends or your homies, they might try to rob you because they didn't get to go with you. And now they want what you got, but they don't want to like work with you. They just want to like take it from you. You feel me? So I don't know, bruh. It's right now it sounds like she kind of just being a hater towards black men who make it out.
because I cannot continue supporting black men with platforms, with money, who can casually ignore how shitty America still is for all black people. Simply because financially now, America is a little less shitty for them.
She's ultimately saying in this situation is that she had an assumption in her mind about who Duke Dennis was, a parasocial relationship, and now because he didn't respond to her DMs where she tried to get him to pass across a message, that's the reason why he is now these names that she has decided to call him. Now to me, this is an obvious I turned on you for no reason other than the expectations that I put in my mind, like some major platforms to speak on the injustices that go on in today's society. However, I don't think it's their responsibility. And quite frankly, I don't want the message for the plight of black people or people in general to come from these people who are A, out of touch, or too ignorant of the situation. It's disingenuous. It's not gonna come off as smart, and we'll be able to see the grift a mile away. Now, a lot of people called out this young lady for what it was, and she couldn't even take accountability for the situation that she created herself in her own mind because she's super
Bro, like, if you thought a woman was gonna take accountability for anything, few women actually do. There's not a lot of women that are in a category of willing to take accountability. Matter of fact, there's a lot of women. Well, there's not a lot of women who are willing to agree to accountability. Who actually know what accountability means. There's a whole lot of women who don't know what accountability is, who are unwilling to take accountability. They treat accountability like it's kryptonite, like it's Superman, like they're Superwoman, and kryptonite is accountability. There's a lot of women who treat accountability like it's kryptonite.
delusional.
Y'all in my comment section harassing me and like trying to bully me, and the whole time I'm actually proud of myself, because listen, the moment that I thought I had the attention of somebody who's famous, who's influential, who's a celebrity or whatever, I used that opportunity.
And look at all the stickers she's got. I am proud of me, yay, I love me, yay me. And it's like, bruh, how hard are you pushing the body positivity right now? And like, excuse me, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Most of the women that actually push body positivity are just overweight women that love pushing body positivity. And then of course their skinny friends that look good are the ones that are like, yeah, girl, you go, girl. You know, they've been on the sidelines trying to like, you know, talk the girl up. But like, we all know that like it's the bigger women who are usually pushing body positivity, when body positivity should be pushed towards like women who are stuck in wheelchairs, women who have some type of body dysmorphia aside from being overweight. Feel me? Because nobody cares about fat men. Body positivity doesn't come in to doesn't swoop in to like try to help out the black or the overweight men. but overweight women are like body positivity. They're always on that shit.
To ask for help for someone like Marcellus Williams, or I use that opportunity to educate him on the fact that by 2053 there will be zero black wealth within the black community. I didn't take it as an opportunity to get money out of his pockets. I wasn't trying to get him to
by 2020 whatever, there will be zero black wealth within the black community. I mean, technically Jay-Z is still part of the black community because he doesn't live in the hood, letting people rob him. He's still a black billionaire. Technically, Diddy's still a black billionaire, even though he did all that other bullshit and he should rot behind bars. If Jay-Z is innocent, if Jay-Z is innocent, you know what I'm saying, he's still part of the black community. He's still a black billionaire. So what are you talking about? There will be no money within the... This bitch is dumb, bro.
To buy stuff. I literally thought, oh, I keep posting stuff and this influencer who has millions of followers keeps watching it. So let me take this opportunity to tell him about all the ways in which he can encourage young black boys and girls to go back to school, and he himself can start a nonprofit to help pay for trade.
And she can try to justify this all she wants, but to me, this is another price of fame where people will create narratives, create storylines, and create things that have nothing to do with you just so they can flip on you and make you seem like you're some sort of bad guy. Should these people care about some of these things? For sure, absolutely. But is this really an indictment on them because they don't or they're not knowledgeable? No. When content creators blend this line between social activists, that's where they are susceptible to getting corrupted by money. And I'm not even saying these people are corrupted by money. I just don't think it's their place at all. And I'm not gonna hold them to that standard because they don't speak about it, because they can get criticized when they do speak about it. It's literally a lose-lose situation. And ultimately, so many losses compounded on top of each other can make people fall off until you end up becoming one of these crash out streamers who has let streaming, content creation, or their public life literally rot them from the inside out to the point where they are screaming and pleading to their audiences about how bad their life is.
Oh, I'm fucking done. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but I hate you guys. I fucking hate you guys. I hate my community. I fucking hate you guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why I'm treated like I did something, like I scammed people out of fucking surgery money, or I lied to people, or I hurt people, or I cheated, or I view botted. I've done nothing to any of you fucking suckers. I fucking hate you guys. I honestly fucking hate you guys. I fucking hate you guys.
Well, it's because, and if I remember correctly, I don't remember this guy's name, but Delore, whatever. I remember seeing videos about him in the past, but it's because of his toxic, the way he plays games, and he's like always a toxic person. He fostered a toxic community. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was toxic to his teammates in the game or toxic to his chat, he fostered a toxic community, and so that's why they're toxic back to him.
I've been through fucking hell, dude. I've been through fucking hell. I shouldn't have to deal with this shit. I fucking did it. I did it all. I fucking did it all, and I got fucking shafted. I got fucking shafted along the way, and now this whole time I get fucking treated like fucking shit by you fucking suckers. I hate doing this. I fucking hate streaming, and I hate my community, and I hate you guys, and I hate this fucking website. You guys. You guys. You guys.
What I think people fail to realize in these situations is
also, like, personally, I just want to say personally, like, I felt like I've just been a real to myself and true to myself. And so I'm hoping that I foster a community that's just the same. I'm hoping the people that are watching you guys are, you know, just the same, just like real to yourselves, true to yourselves. And like, obviously I don't think I've been toxic. Maybe I've been toxic to those, to like, towards people in videos that have done some shit that rewards toxicity. Like that one video where there was a woman who faked her sickle cell. I have sickle cell. I hate that she faked it, so I was toxic towards it. Like, toxic towards people who actually deserve it because they did some shit, or to deserve that a little bit of hate. So I'm hoping I'm fostering my community to be real, and, you know, actions towards actions, like, or react towards certain actions. Like if you are cool and you are nice, then you deserve to be treated fairly and good. But if you were toxic and you were like a shit person, then you might deserve that hate. Feel me? But anyway,
that content creators are just like real people. They do have things that are giving them advantages, don't get me wrong. They have money, they have fame, they have opportunity. These people can't realize that content creators have the same emotions as people. They go through the same things. And the price of fame becomes so expensive nowadays because people have so much access that it's becoming harder and harder to pay. I remember when Constantine did that whole giveaway and the backlash from it, not necessarily from a legal perspective, but the way that people treated him and his family was super disgusting. It made me even consider myself, how much longer or how much more famous do I even want to be in this game?
With tinted windows, with a big camera.
Kai Cenat revealed his mom has been harassed after his failed giveaway in New York City, resulting in a riot. The Twitch star recently expressed his concern with unknown people harassing his family. His mom has been specifically targeted, which has alarmed Kai, and he's pleaded with his viewers to focus the attention on him and to leave his family alone.
Whatever y'all want to say about me, whatever y'all want to do, I can take it to the chin. I can handle it. You feel what I'm saying? But please, I beg y'all, bro, just leave my family out of it. There is no reason why y'all are showing up to my mom's house.
And the money and the fame can only alleviate so many of these things. You can only solve so many problems with money. He can only move his mom so many times. He can only pay for so many breaks. He can only afford so many vacations. I know a lot of people aren't going to resonate with this video, but at the end of the day, these people do have feelings, and this should serve more as a PSA to those that look to become content creators in the future. Just know that all these things mentioned and more are the price of fame that you have to pay once you do start becoming successful in this lane. We should probably start addressing some of these sickos though.
Facts though, because like some people will do some type of shit to target you in some type of way, even if it's like targeting you not by personally targeting you, but by targeting some of your members of your family, you know what I'm saying? The people, the loved ones that you actually care about. And that's kind of crazy, but it's like that. I guess that is also the price of fame. Yeah, move them somewhere that where they won't be targeted. They won't be found. It's gonna be difficult, especially like, well, you might not always have to do it, but it also depends on the type of community that you foster. And just because Kai Cenat had one failed thing, like everybody wants to go fucking crazy about that shit. You gotta be careful about it, to be honest. Like you gotta be careful about what you tell your community that you're gonna do and how you approach the thing that you told your community that you're gonna do, because you don't want your community to try to find people that there's some weird people on the internet. Some of y'all are weirdos, and so those same people might actually try to, like, you know what I'm saying, do things that they normally wouldn't. But anyway, I digress. Let me know what you guys think about this OF content creator. Because remember, like the video was originally about some OF content creator being angry because her OF was spread to her family after she went on like a Kai Cenat stream. Like, of course, people are gonna find out what you're talking about. But let me know what you think about her situation. Do you feel sorry for her? Do you not feel sorry for her? But anyway, that's it. As always, link to Ohmeezzy and link to the video that we just watched will both be in the description below, so be sure to check it out. And as always, don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that, in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace, and much love to you.